We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
Always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground. Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Here's Darnold. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Darnold. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Down to the 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
It certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end this series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Darnold now to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Walker is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Walker once more. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. They'll try and run Walker. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Myers' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
Tua going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
It's safe. Go ahead.
Achane gets it from the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Dolphins had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
20, TX. Solo left Zion. Hey. Watson, Oscar. Hey, come on, 2. 21G. Hey, 21, TX.
From midfield, here's Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Solo left Zion. Turbo 1, high. Out.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on third downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches.
Corner, long. Hey. Let's go. Turbo 3. Hey. Scat.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. They complete it to Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped. And they're there and end up making the play.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That is caught. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
20, TX. Go ahead. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Hey. Watson, Oscar.
Here's Tua. Touchdown! Jerron Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Darnold. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
21G, 21G.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Hey, 21G. Solo left Zion. Turbo 1 high. Low. Spawner, low. Out.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 54 yards. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now it's Darnold. This is the tight end fan. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 2nd and goal, Darnold. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's into the clear. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. Now Tua. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf. Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here. Indeed, 6 on the field. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
All right. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. 20, TX. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Hey.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And that's incomplete. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game. He has. Percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, 21 TX.
back to throw again. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Right here.
Running left, Achane. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Go set.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Straight ahead, Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. To throw is Darnold. He'll get that to Charbonnet. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Darnold now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. He's got daylight. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back forthcoming. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Here's Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 27.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
Shedding the tackle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Achane.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Tua going to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards.
And the Dolphins add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Darnold. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Here we go, set. Hey, set.
Darnold from the gun. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Here we go, set. Hey, set.
To the air again, Darnold. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the drive starts with a run from Achane. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready, set.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 64 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. He will push his way down to about the 14. They work now on 2nd and 9. The 2 is going to change things up. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This now a 3rd and 4. And now an audible here into something else. On 3rd down, Achane. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
The tackle made by Julian Love. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Come on, 2.
Achane will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
And he pushed it right. It's no good. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Room here to run. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Miami, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, They will fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew.